This is the police body camera video captured on November 13th, 2022, as Moscow, Idaho police responded to a 911 call.
Yep, where's she at? Where's she at?
Yes.
Moscow Police Department, if you're in here, announce yourself.
But nothing would prepare police or this tight-knit community for the shocking murders that they discover in this house on King Road.
A murder mystery in Idaho. 4 University of Idaho students were found dead in their off-campus apartment. It's now being investigated as a homicide.
We all underestimated how interested the rest of the nation and the world would be in this case. Nobody was prepared.
His roommate on scene stated something about a male being in the room with them, trying to get further.
You may think you've heard this story, but tonight, we'll take you inside the investigation. We'll show you body camera video from the officer who first responded to the scene, and then the frantic moments that one of the surviving roommates recounts a man in a mask inside the house.
I couldn't really see much of him, but I'm almost positive he was wearing a full black outfit. And he had this mask that was just over his forehead and over his mouth.
You'll hear from the friends who were on the scene that morning even before police arrived.
As soon as you get there, you know something's wrong.
And then what happened next?
I went into the house.
I think I walked just right in the door when Hunter already was like, everybody get out. And then he was like, somebody call 911.
And you'll hear from investigators who launched a nationwide manhunt to unmask and arrest the killer, who was found thousands of miles away from the crime scene. You interviewed Brian Kohberger.
Yes. He would try to go and ask, well, why are you guys really here? And we said, well, I feel like you probably know why we're here.
But this all began in 2022. It was the start of a new school year, a time of anticipation, hope, promise.
Coming back to school at the University of Idaho really starts in the middle of August. You're packing up your car, it's filled to the brim. You can fit your entire life into a couple of boxes in the back of a sedan. What a time.
Moscow at the beginning of the semester was definitely a very happy place, and like you step on campus and it's like, okay, this feels right, this feels good to be here.
Everyone's really excited. The new people, the new classes, things we can do, people to meet.
You know, you raise your kids and you just wonder, at what point are they gonna kind of feel like they're independent enough to kind of fly out of the nest, I guess, if you will. It's a cliche, but.
Starting to adult.
Yeah, starting to,
Among the students arriving here are 21-year-old seniors, Kaylee Goncalves and Maddie Mogen, along with Xana Kernodle, a 20-year-old junior, and 19-year-old sophomore, Ethan Chapin. 4 students just starting out, not knowing that soon their lives would violently collide with a PhD student in criminology at another university just across the state line.
So on November 12th is when that iconic photo is taken, the last known photo of the 4 victims all together with their roommates Bethany and Dylan. All 6 of them before their big night on game day. They've had so many Saturday nights just like this. There was nothing out of the ordinary about this Saturday night in Moscow, or so they thought.
Hours later, friends make a horrific discovery.
911 location of your emergency.
Hi, something is happening. Something's happened in our house. We don't know what.
What is the address of the emergency?
1122.
What is the rest of the address?
Oh, Kings Road.
What unfolds next is the stuff of nightmares.
We saw it on our phones before they told us directly. It was like, what, quadruple homicide?
We're calling Kaylee, it's going to voicemail. We're calling Maddie, she's not picking up. And in our minds, it wouldn't have been Kaylee and Maddie both. So I think that my mind just immediately went to like, nope, nope, nope.
The most important thing to me was who did this, why did they do it? This is Moscow.
It doesn't take very long before state police, then the FBI, all join the search for this killer.
We realized that there was a security camera right next door to our residence. Once we had that, we quickly realized that we had this white vehicle, and so that was the introduction of the white Elantra for us.
We don't know when this person's going to strike again, if they're going to strike again, and the pressure on us to solve alone, our own internal pressure, was huge, and at the same time you've got the public pressure to find the perpetrator.
There's a crush of media. It overwhelms the tiny town of Moscow, along with the lives of everyone touched by these shocking murders.
There were, YouTubers and TikTokers outside the house, that want to live stream at our front door, and then someone comes up, oh, hey, yeah, what do you have to say? What do you have to say? Like, dude, get out of our face.
It just went absolutely insane, but that's how the world is now, so.
Just trying to get through the days is really all I was doing. You don't feel safe in any situation like that for months. There's no feeling secure or safe.
I mean, after the first couple of weeks, we're like, this guy's gonna get away with this.
But then, nearly 7 weeks after the murders, finally an arrest.
And we want to get right to our breaking news. A specialized team of state troopers and federal agents taking Brian Kohberger into custody early Friday morning.
My mom just came into my room and she's like, hey, they got him. They caught him.
I mean, my first thought was, who is that? I have no clue who you are.
It was really shocking to learn he was a WSU student who had moved out to Washington and Pullman that summer to study at Washington State University. He was pursuing a PhD in criminology and justice.
For the first time, you'll see some of the hundreds of photos released by authorities just this week. They offer a glimpse into the secret life of Brian Kohberger, and you'll hear what investigators learned from analyzing his digital life.
He was a loner, no friends, no one really except for his parents. He called them mother and father, even through text message.
He didn't take a selfie to send it to someone else. It was very vain. It was very much just him recording himself for that purpose only.
But first tonight, we want you to get to know Kaylee, Maddie, Xana, and Ethan, who they were, how they lived their lives. And you'll hear how investigators say Kohberger planned meticulously to end it all.
Dylan had opened her door, and as she looked out, saw an individual in all dark clothing.
Then she thought she heard a male voice say, "I'm here to help you."
And the crucial mistake he made that led authorities right to his doorstep.
Boom, and now we have something in this house from the killer.
That was definitely the first aha moment.